Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And if you have hit that subscribe button, thank you. So let's get right into it, okay? Fiskars Momentum Reel Mower. I honestly really like this thing. The chain drive on this thing makes it a lot easier to push. The only negative thing I have to say about this reel mower is the 5 blades. As you all know, 5 blades on Bermuda, cutting it low just isn't enough, okay? That's why I do have the Earthwise 7 blade. Listen, let me talk to Fiskars for a second. Fiskars, if you're listening, I doubt you are, but if any of you know anyone that works at Fiskars, if you happen to be listening and chiming in, can you get a hold of me? Because I got a idea for you, and it's called 7 blades. Fiskars Momentum would sell like hotcakes. I kid you not. If you guys could figure out a way to put 7 blades on this thing, if you get 7 blades, if you could figure out how to put a 7 blade reel on this thing, Fiskars, you would knock it out the park. I guarantee you that. So, in the rant, let me get back to my viewers. Okay, listen. I've added this roller on the front. That's the only thing I did. And honestly, it works really well. Come factory, these things have the wheels. And so while a reel mower doesn't scalp as bad as a rotary mower, with the wheels on the front of this, it actually tended to scalp still because the wheels on the front would allow it to divot and hit certain low spots in the lawn. If you have a perfectly flat yard, then it doesn't matter. But even if you have a perfectly flat yard, I think adding this roller on the front makes it strap a heck of a lot better. So, what do you need in order to make this happen? Not much at all. So let me get the parts list for you. So first thing you're gonna need is the roller. They came from Ashland Conveyors, Ashland Conveyor Products, and the roller model number is KGR17. I'll put all this down in the description. KGR17 is the roller. Next thing you're gonna need some sort of bandsaw. If you have one, if you don't have a bandsaw, a reciprocating saw will work just fine, or a hand saw, whatever it is, you're gonna need a saw, okay? And other than that, you're gonna need some washers, and I'll show you where the washers are gonna go. But here, let me get you a close up here. Careful, this is sharp, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna flip this up. Okay? Now, let me show you what I did here. You see that? Yeah, that's a good view. All I did was cut off the inside brackets. That's all I did. I was gonna weld and fabricate something up, but I'm not doing that. I cut off the 2 inside brackets. There's brackets on either side that hold these original wheels in. I cut the inside bracket off, okay? And let me show you something. Here's what I did. I'm gonna put this down and I'm gonna show you. You're gonna need a tape measure, okay? You're gonna need, I got a Sharpie. You're gonna need a bandsaw. You're gonna need your roller, and you're gonna need some washers. Now watch this. Watch this. Let me back it up a little bit here. Okay. All I did was I came from this right here. You see that bar right there? This bar right here on either side. I took my tape measure and I set it on that bar and I measured 2 inches. Okay? All I did was measure 2 inches and I marked the inside bracket on each side. I came over here, I marked 2 inches on that inside bracket. Okay? Once you mark 2 inches on this inside bracket, take your speed square. I forgot. A speed square will work really good. You just need something to mark a straight line so you can cut straight. And that's all you do, okay? You cut the inside bracket off, all right? Once that inside bracket is off on both of these, let me show you something. Reel is sharp, just be careful, okay? I'm gonna undo this, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is. Now I dropped my washers here, so bear with me for a second while I pick these up. Okay, the neat thing about this roller is, and I was trying to figure out, because I thought I was going to have to fabricate something. The neat thing, because I didn't know how to fit this roller in between these. Well, if you see that, one side pushes in. It doesn't do it on both sides. Okay, just one side pushes in. So it allows you to get this roller in between the factory holes that are already pre-drilled. These holes are already there for the original wheels. So, step one. Step one is, let me pick up my washers one more time because I'm dropping everything. Step one is measure 2 inches down, cut off the inside brackets. Step two, install your roller. That's easy. Now what I did is I put 3 washers on each side. These are just washers from, I have a spare parts bin, so these are just 3 washers, because if you don't install the washers, what happens is this roller kind of moves side to side. It won't come out, but I just didn't want the play in it, so I installed 3 of these washers. You may need 2, depending on how thick your washers are. Mine aren't very thick at all, but I use 3. All you're gonna do is slide it into this hole first, and then the side that you can push in, you literally just push it in. That's it. That is it. You're done. That's it. Flip it back down. Watch your hands. That's it. So, yes, the roller is out a little bit further than the reel, but who cares? I don't care. For the amount of money that I spent on this setup and the amount of time and preparation that I did not spend to do this, I don't care. And honestly, it works really well. So, keep in mind, what does this modification do? It gives you the front roller. It tends to scalp less. Okay. Also, it does stripe a lot better. It does have some weight to it. The third thing, it's going to allow you to cut lower. Now, that's kind of not really a benefit for this Fiskars because it is a 5-blade. So what I've noticed is this. On your cutting height selector, so you have all the way down is what they call it's what they're calling 1 inch. The notch above that, that's where it starts going up in the height of cut. What I've noticed when I took measurement is the second notch from the 1 is a true 1 inch cut on this reel mower as it's set up with the roller. And I'm not getting washboarding. So that's the installation video. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll put the description of all the parts that you'll need, which it's really just the roller. That's the only part you'll need to buy. Everything else you'll have, or you have a friend that you can borrow a bandsaw from, or a hacksaw or whatever. So thanks for tuning in.